Welcome to the Microsoft Tips Showcase, where we provide quick, single-topic videos on how to do something within a Microsoft 365 related tool, such as SharePoint, Dynamics, Office, etc. These tips are brought to you by SV MacPack, a certified veteran-owned and HubZone consulting firm supporting primarily the U.S. federal government. In support of our customers' need to maximize the value of the tools they're currently investing in, we started creating video tips. We hope these videos help you as well. This video is part of a series of videos introducing you to Microsoft 365 as if this is the first time you're seeing any of it. We started with episode 15, and we're moving now on to episode 20 here for looking at the documents that are on the home page of Microsoft 365. We're going to move quickly to keep the video short, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to go to the main page. If you've been watching the videos going forward, you've seen how we've created the documents. In the last video, I showed you how to create new files, Excel, Word, PowerPoint, etc. Now, what I just want to point out is this one section in the middle of the Microsoft 365 page. Recent documents, I hope that's pretty straightforward. Anything you've been working on, these are your recent documents so that you can quickly get back to them. And it doesn't matter, I said documents, but it's really your recent files. It doesn't matter what it is. As long as it's stored in the right location, it'll be showing up here. So, and primarily that's SharePoint and Microsoft OneDrive. So going ahead to pinned, there's nothing there, and I'm going to show that to you in a minute. Shared with me, this is files that somebody else has shared with me. And so this tips showcase, it actually is not mine. It's, well, I'm in dual roles, right? I am Neil and I am 365 Evangelist, but I'm sharing them back and forth. And so this shows me shared with me. You'll see as the organization gets bigger and people are giving you access to certain files, this is where you can pop in and go, I know somebody else was working on a document. What is it? Well, here it is. And then this last one's discover, and this goes farther into it. This is where you begin to see everything that's out there. You reach out and Microsoft 365 is pulling all of the documents you have access to and bringing them in. You're only discovering or finding files that you have access to. If you don't have access to them, you don't see them. If you have files that are being shared out there, the only people who see them are the ones who have access to them and that you've given access to. Let's go ahead and go back to recent for a second because I want to talk about pinned, but I have nothing there. One of the ones that's important to me is this tip showcase. I might not edit it, and it might not be edited often, but it is actually the PowerPoint deck that I use as the intro to these videos. I'm going to go ahead and just hit this pin. And when I hit pin, clearly because I just edited that document, it's at the top of the list. But now when I go to pinned, I can find it here. That's how you find your key documents if you're always working on them. Say you're in finance, a budget, you're in accounting. I mean, a budget is something you're constantly working on. Tab that up there because you might work on 10 or 20 files related to the budget, and those files on the recent area will push the budget file down. But if the budget file is that primary thing you're working on, you want to pin it so it's always available to you and you can find your pinned documents. That concludes this lesson. I hope you found this tip useful as you continue to use Microsoft 365 related products in support of your day-to-day job. Please provide me with feedback in the comments, letting me know how I can make these tips more relevant and useful to you, including suggesting tips that you think we should create. Finally, if you found this review helpful, please share it with others on one of the social media platforms or just give it a thumbs up. I'm your host, Neil McDonald with SV MacPack. I thank you for joining me today and hope you'll join me again for other tips.